Xây tương thân tình trong đạo Phật, tùy khác màu nhưng một tôn sư. Hôm nay đây cùng nhau họp mặt, quyết noi theo đường Phật giáo Hoàng Dương.
Yeah, Namo Buddhaya Kamari Phật. The last episode, I talked about concentration of mind. I went in deeper about the different stages of Anapana meditation. Now, don't take my word for this when I say that Anapana meditation is the only way to achieve concentration of mind. It's not. It's not. There are infinite ways to achieve concentration of mind. Anapana meditation is just one of the ways. There's Pure Land meditation. There's Pure Land practices. There's reading mantras. There is chanting. There are bowing. There are multiple different ways. The Buddha said there are 84,000 ways for us to achieve enlightenment. 84,000 is just a number to symbolize that there is infinite ways to achieve enlightenment. So don't just say that Anapana meditation is the only way. No, there are multiple ways. I just want to clarify that to make sure that we understand that. And before I continue on, I want to make an announcement that on October 18th, 2014, I am going to put together a one-day meditation retreat up in the Azusa Canyon in Balfat Monastery. And for more information about this, just log on to modernenlightenment.org, and we will, through that website, you'll see more about the one-day meditation retreat that I'm going to put together. It's going to be life-changing. For me, when I experienced meditation, it changed my life. And I'm hoping that I can share with you the fundamentals of this meditation and experience the whole day, how this meditation is achieved, how to work this meditation, most importantly, how to apply this meditation in the everyday life, so then you don't be bothered by stress, you won't be bothered by unhappiness, nervousness, anxiety, all that. It will help you achieve a better state of mind. And so I just want to announce again, on October 18th, 2014, it's on a Saturday. It's a one-day meditation retreat in the Azusa Canyon. For more information, call 626-235-9821 or visit modernenlightenment.org. And so I'm going to continue on with, after you start to have concentration of mind, concentration of mind here is that once you do meditation, you achieve that one concentrated state of mind. In that moment, when you start to observe the sensation, right? You observe the sensation that arises. Now, in that time frame, the next one and the last step of the 7 factors of enlightenment is equanimity. Being equanimous. Meaning that you are fully aware of all the phenomena that's happening inside your physical body, inside the tip of your nose, everywhere. Because later on, when you practice Anapana meditation, that's just a stepping stone for you to practice Vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation is insight meditation, where you move the triangular region of your nose, right? That area where you're focusing, up into the top of your head. On the top of your head, you're going to continue to breathe in and out, but you're going to observe the sensation that arises on the tip of your head, the top of your head. And eventually you move down to your forehead, down to your eyebrows, to your tip of the nose, down to your lips, down to your chin, moving over to your your left shoulder, down to your arms, and then all the way down to your fingertips. Move over to your right shoulder. Experience all the sensation that arises before you continue moving forward. Experience all the sensation you have in your arm down to your fingertips. Your chest area down to your stomach area. Move to your upper back, down to your lower back, to your thighs, down to your legs, down to the bottom of your feet. And then you move back up in that respected order. Move back up, move back down, and experience all the sensation that arises on your physical body. And by doing so, you remove you experience all the sensation that arises, like I said earlier, whether it's itchiness, whether it's perspiration, whether it's hot, cold, whether it's whatever the sensation may be. You do not react to the sensation, you just observe the sensation. And by going in that mindset, you enter what you call equanimity, where you are fully aware of all the phenomena in your physical body, everything that's happening in your physical body. And when you experience it, you don't react to it. You do not react. You do not have an adverse feeling towards it. You're just observe it. And when you observe it, it allows it to run its natural course. It allows it to arise only to pass away. And by doing so, like I said, say for example, we all have what you call the Buddha nature. A Buddha nature is this gem, this diamond that we have within our mind that is a seed that we can cultivate, that we can become a Buddha ourselves. And the only reason why we cannot see our Buddha nature at this state of mind that we have is because of delusion, anger, and greed, the three poisons. It's the reason why we're here. But every single sentient being in this physical universe, or in this physical plane, or in this realm that we see here, all have the Buddha nature. That means you and I have the Buddha nature, your pet dog has a Buddha nature, your pet cat has a Buddha nature, your hamster has a Buddha nature. Every single animal that we see in this world all have the ability, the potential, the capability of becoming a Buddha themselves. We all have the power to become a Buddha ourselves. There is no special privileges to anyone. As long as you practice the Dharma, as long as you continue to do the teachings and cultivate it and practice it in your daily life, you yourself have the power to attain Buddhahood, to attain enlightenment. But the reason why we can't is because of the greed, anger, and delusion that covers it. It's the anchors that keeps us grounded to this world of suffering. So what do? In that state of equanimity that we experience all the time, what happens is that once you're in that state of mind, you don't react to it, like I said. Eventually, say for example, this is my Buddha nature. Eventually, it arises only to pass away. It arises only to pass away. It arises only to pass away. And what happens when it starts to peel itself? Picture an onion. What happens when you start to peel the onion layer by layer, layer by layer, layer by layer? You eventually get to the core. What happens if you have something dirty and you start to rub it and you start to scrub it? Eventually you start to clean it. You remove all the debris, all the dust from it to reveal to you the beauty of what you're trying to clean. Whether it's a piece of gem, whether it's a diamond, whether it's a piece of jewelry, whether it's something. If it's covered in dust, it's not going to be nice. But if you wash it, you clean it with soap, and you start to scrub it, then it goes away. The greed, anger, and delusion covers the beauty of the Buddha nature that we have within our mind. And in order for us to clean it is by practicing the Dharma. Continue to practice observing the breath, entering the state of equanimity. Do not react to any of the sensation that arises, but let it run its natural course. Let it run its natural flow. And by doing so, you reveal to you the concentration, You reveal to you the Buddha nature. Once your Buddha nature is revealed, is when you can elevate yourself into a higher state. But also, that's in the long run. By even just practicing, observing your breath, and just continuing to allow all the greed, anger, and delusion to arise only to pass away, even in this lifetime alone, or in this present moment, you experience happiness, words I cannot even describe. I can tell you, I've been happy many times in my life. But when I experienced the intense happiness that I found when I removed a portion of the greed, anger, delusion in my mind through meditation, this happiness is far beyond words, far beyond anything that you can experience with, say, for example, drugs or alcohol or any of that. No, this feeling alone through just observing the breath and just feeling the state of equanimity, in the intense state of concentration of mind, you experience happiness. No, I cannot fully explain to you the happiness that you can experience. It's only by your experience alone that you can experience it. Only your practice alone that you can experience. Like I said earlier in a few episodes before, I can eat this great bowl of soup, but no matter how great the bowl of soup is, there are not enough words to explain to you how great that soup is. And so only by you tasting that soup is when you can experience the deliciousness of that soup. And Buddhism is the exact same way. This happiness is the exact same way. There's no way I can explain it to you, but you have to experience it yourself. And so before I end the 7 factors of enlightenment and go into the Eightfold Path, let me allow the commercial break to run its course, and I'll return back with the next lecture after these commercial breaks. No, you know.